So you guys want to see some crazy fakery? This is a DVD that I had from a while ago, narrated by Tom Cruise, and it's a like early 90s space station fakery, and it's just so bad, and it's so obvious. Let's go forward a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, guys.
What an incredible sight. A Hollywood special effect, you're thinking? But no, it's for real.
Hear that? He says a Hollywood special effect, you're thinking? But no, it's real.
It's the International Space Station. 250 miles above us right now. It's being built by just a few dozen astronauts.
Who's taking the picture?
If you'll come along with me,
look at this animation.
To find out how these extraordinary people do it.
Okay, Chris, I'm just going to head on back to the Hill of Bay here. What a beautiful view on the port side there.
Dude, it's like watching a comedy. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit here. This is animation, and, you know, it's like, why? Why make any animation at all? Just shoot real footage. Look at this.
Looks good, I concur.
They show you how they're faking it.
Clear below.
For you and me, the virtual reality lab at the Johnson Space Center might be the ultimate video game.
Cheated death again. We're back on. I concur.
But if you're Scott Parazynski and Chris Hadfield, it's where you learn how to escape from your worst nightmare. They're a construction team, one of many that will fly a whole series of missions to assemble the station in orbit.
So, yeah, basically they're just showing you there, right there, exactly how they fake everything. Oh, yeah, whoa. This is good. I gotta rewind this, hang on. This is so CGI. Watch.
£1 million. You don't want to be anywhere close by when they light that fuse.
Look at that. Oh, the cracked glass for dramatics. Look at that, it's so fake. It's so fake. Anyway, I want to get this.
Proton is an expendable rocket. After delivering Zarya to orbit, it'll fall back to Earth into a safe zone.
Safe zone.
Other station parts will be hauled up by a fleet of ships of a very different design.
Dinner. We have Zarya from fantastic orbit. We're halfway home for that.
It was a big moment for the crew, especially astronaut Nancy Curry, who operated the arm. She sure didn't want to miss.
That was the longest 15 minutes of my entire life.
Alright, I want to get to some of the footage inside of these guys. Look, here's some more
The station.
showing you
Before it's finally finished,
other ways that they fake
these
it.
crews will have made 160 spacewalks. That's 2.5 times all the previous spacewalks ever done.
Bubbles of space!
The risk is too high.
Yeah, so it's great. Oh, here we go.
It's the pilot. We're in orbit.
Look at Earth.
150 miles out. The station is 40.
Notice how that's curved?
That's Africa going by.
These?
We're getting ready to.
That's from that fisheye lens.
Our crew's going to hook up the basics: wiring, plumbing.
Yeah, all this stuff's faked. I mean, and I'm just showing you. And, oh, here we go. Look at
That
him.
was the start of my longing for space flight. But I thought that kind of thing was beyond my reach, something that was at the time impossible to achieve or to do as a Japanese.
Koichi's installing the heart of the station's system.
Look at that fisheye lens.
It's called the C1.
I'm not going to play the whole video. There's a little more footage. Here we go.
In their suits, they can survive up to 8 hours in temperatures of plus to minus 250 degrees. In conditions like that, you gotta keep your sense of humor. These guys are huge fans of Austin Powers. The commander gives Leroy and Billy Mack their send-off in the airlock before they move outside. The second team, Jeff Weissoff and Mike Lopez Alegria, known as LA, seal off the inside hatch behind them.
So that right there, they're you know, doing one of those drops in an airplane. You can hear it in the background. Yeah, so they fake it underwater. Yeah, they fake
The
it
number one task is to
CGI.
deploy the next piece. The crew will launch to station aboard a Soyuz rocket, the workhorse of the Russian space program.
Yeah, and then it goes into the Russian fakery. That's a bunch of CGI too.
Several hundred people right at the base of the rocket, which for an American launch would be very unusual.
So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was pretty funny.
To open everything up for the first time, and then get it all working.
I think this is funny.
2 days in a capsule with your knees in your chin. You had a few other priorities. A Soyuz pilot like yours.
Just spray water all over the space station.
A year and a half in space, and a Navy SEAL for a commander, and you've got the right stuff for the job.
See what they do is, like all these wires, they're just rigid. So they look like they're always suspended or floating around. They're just, you know, like rigid. They're, you know, like those, I don't know what word I'm trying to think of. Yeah, they're like kind of like, you know, bendable, but they're not just like wires that would hang, you know.
After we got the node open, it started to seem like
We have to exercise every day to stay fit.
Oh, they show you how they do that?
You feel different muscles. When we did this exercise near the window, every time you turn pedal, you fly several kilometers. It's more impressive to say. I ride the bike from Paris to China. Probably the nicest thing in seat compartment is a window. From space, you don't see any borders. You really don't see where United States ends and then Mexico starts. You feel yourself part of humankind, not just man from one country, one city.
Of course, on Earth, we take things like air and water for granted. But here, the supply is limited. You can't survive without it, so you have to recycle it continuously. You need a degree.
Oh yeah, talking to the kids, fooling all them. It's horrible. Cutting hair. I mean, really? You know, I mean, that space station, if it were real, and it's not, it would be the most disgusting, filthy, gross place to ever be in. This little area with all these humans in it, and, you know, human skin and hair and farts and, you know, I mean, it would be disgusting. It'd be filthy. It'd be filthy. It would have to be cleaned 3 or 4 times a day, non-stop. All those instruments to keep working, and it's just, it's so ridiculous. And when you really just stop to think about how ridiculous it is, it just doesn't make sense.
Hey guys, come on in. And Mantis is here with a long-awaited laboratory. Like kids in a candy store, the
Nice little
shuttle
free
crew
message.
gleefully explores the station for the first time.
See how they like to wave? See, they wave. That's to distract you. Pay attention to us.
In honor of the occasion, they wear very special socks.
Broadcasting from Destiny. Copy, a great first moment here. And the lab looks and feels and smells great. And looks like all the hard work is really paid off. It's a beautiful piece of hardware.
A lot of these flights are transfer flights, and so we're transferring.
Yeah, that's all done in the plane.
Name is Cap.
But friends and family on the ground. You knew there were things going on that you'd certainly like to be a part of and you were missing.
Oh, okay. Nighty night, you fakers.